this is Lady Sarah.
And thank you for joining us for
a cup of tea. Yes, we're here again. And if you're wondering what this show is all about, we are a good news show. We're promoting Metro Detroit, its people and its community.
We certainly are, darling. We certainly are. But we also like to have a bit of a laugh, a bit of a giggle.
We certainly do. And because we're magicians, we also like to get a magician at the end of the show.
But, darling,
what?
We don't have any magicians this week.
Oh, that's true. We don't. We decided to do something different. This is a first. Yes, today we have got a ventriloquist.
He's going to say, I've got a little gear.
What?
I've got a little gear.
You're right.
They all say that. It's a bottle of beer.
Is it?
They're all trying that now, aren't you? Give me a thumbs up, everybody. Say, I've got a little gear.
They might be saying it, but this guy can actually say it without moving his lips. But the thing is, in America, he's not even old enough to drink the stuff, which I think is great. So we have a little bit of a video of him as well.
I can't believe it. You're taking the mickey out of my got a little gear.
It's a wonderful gottle, I'm sure.
We do. We have a video of him.
We do. And this is what happens when a ventriloquist forgets to pack his dummies.
Wow, what about you, Will? Oh, yeah. That's quite a voice. I know, yeah. I like it, yeah. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Literally like a prize, yeah. Now Savage will turn with the eyes and ears and mouth and nose. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Give it up for our two.
Perfect.
He is so brilliant, this guy.
Perfect.
So brilliant. So Max Fulham will be on in a little while.
He will be joining us for a cup of tea.
Exactly. So what else have we got on the show? Improv was popularized by the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway? And of course the fabulous Second City, who used to have a place right here in Detroit.
Yes, and when that closed down, one man decided to carry on the legacy with something new, and that resulted in Go Comedy in Ferndale. So we're going to hear about that later.
Yeah, that was 11 years ago. They're doing shows, courses, all that sort of good stuff. And the man himself, PJ Jacokes, will be here to tell us what the meaning of yes and really is.
Yes, and what?
It's an improv thing. Don't worry. We'll find out later.
Right. Okay. Before we get going with our first guest, though, darling, we always say it's a good news show. What good news do we have to share with the gorgeous people out there?
As it happens, we have some good news. Michigan, as you know, was hit very hard by the pandemic. But as a state, I think we've done remarkably
well.
for
Michigan.
We've been wearing our masks. We've been washing our hands. We've been socially distancing. And things are looking very good and beginning to open up now, which is really exciting. Hairdressers.
Yes, I might have gone. We will actually show you a picture of that next week. Oh, yes, yes.
I still haven't found one that'll do me yet, but I think I'm getting desperately new. Oh, and there's an exercise group happening in the park, which is right behind us over there as well. They're doing...
Darling, is that what you've been watching?
Yeah, I've been sitting there watching them do their workouts. It's quite fun. I think I might go and join them.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm kidding you.
I was going to say.
There's no chance of that.
Mr. Fred Lenter wanted to know if you got your pants on.
Well, we might talk about that later on. It's become a running joke in the show.
Okay, so our first guest is here. She is a lady that I have worked with many times with the business forum that we've mentioned before from the Troy Chamber of Commerce. We normally gather at 8 in the morning, which is a delight. But now that we're meeting virtually, we get an extra sleep in, little hour. We don't meet till 9. So I love that. Yeah, I really do.
But she doesn't get up till 10. She just goes to the meeting in bed with a laptop on her. It's very, very
Darling, don't tell everybody that.
I'm not giving too much away.
Let's have a look at our first guest, shall we? She said to me, I've got one picture of me as a kid.
That looks like a school photo.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a few of those. That's fantastic.
So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
For the development manager for Easterseals, and they have a fantastic fundraiser coming up as well. I'm going to say her name because she can't get it right. Linda Kozianowski.
Yay! Hi. Linda, I'm going to put your name up so everybody can see just how wonderful it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kozianowski.
Yep, all the above.
All the above. It's one of those names, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, how are you? Are you enjoying the extra hour that we get in bed? You know, now we're not.
I am. Yes, I am enjoying it, and we only have to get half dressed since they can only see us from the Chest up.
That's
So, that saves even more time. Sleep it even longer.
that is true. That is true.
Now, Linda, I know you hang out with my wife at these various organisations where you cross over, but I think we only met once or twice before. Are you a local, a resident of the D all your life, or whereabouts is your?
I am. No, I am. I've been born and raised in Michigan. Actually, most of my family came from Pittsburgh, but I was the first one born in Detroit, so I am a native Detroiter.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you do the hand thing and everything.
Yes.
Yes, where we are.
Yeah. I can never remember which hand.
So, Linda, a favourite place in the D?
I would have to say probably Campus Martius. They have this really cool, it's called Winterfest.
Yes.
And it is so much fun. You can roast s'mores. There's all kinds of vendors there, ski hills. I mean, it's really cool. It's all downtown Detroit.
I remember that because the first time when we first moved here, I think that was the first big thing we went to. Do you remember we went down? It was freezing cold.
Bloody freezing!
Oh, boy, is it freezing.
Yes, a good place to go. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Now,
we haven't had that one before.
No, we haven't. And the other thing we have to do before we get really started, if we have to play our regular game, say something in British.
He loves it.
We should have a jingle, shouldn't we? We need a jingle.
It's better than have you got your pants on.
Yeah. Can be played last week.
Yeah. Say something in
This
British.
is how say something in British. I've got lots of British words on these cards. I'm going to run down my thumb down the set. Just shout stop when you want to.
Okay, and stop.
Okay, perfect. Let's see what we've got here. The word is abdabs. That's an unusual one, isn't it?
Abdabs.
And not a very modern word.
Can you put it in a sentence?
Abdabs. It's something that someone would have. Someone say, "I've got the abdabs." Take a while. We're hanging on your every word.
Yeah, I know. I would say, like, I have no clue, honestly.
We'll let you think about that.
I'll think about it.
Okay, perfect. Now, Easterseals, it was under a different name before, many years ago. You've been going for nearly over a year now. Over 100 years. You know a little bit about the history of Easterseals?
Yeah, tell us how it came about.
Sure, yeah. We've been around for 100 years, this year actually, and we were known as the Crippled Children's Society of America way back in the 1920s. So we mostly dealt with children with physical disabilities. So as time evolved, we needed to start raising funds. So what we did was sell stickers. And these stickers would go on a card. You could turn the card in for a prize. Well, these stickers had the Easterseal lily on it. Yeah. So everyone kind of referred to us as like Easterseals, like from the seals from the lily. Yeah. So we decided after a while, it's like, everyone's calling us Easterseals. Let's just change our name to Easterseals. Perfect. And in 2016, we changed our name to Easterseals, one word. I just took out that space, and now we're Easterseals, Michigan.
No, you see, we might have got that wrong on the intro.
Yeah, I think we left the space.
We left the space. Yeah. We weren't sure.
Okay.
And you're in your office, I guess, because I think we just heard your telephone going off in the background.
Sorry, yes. I wasn't supposed to be right here. I was supposed to be somewhere else, so I apologize.
No, that's fine. So you've got this fundraiser coming up 25th of June?
Yes.
25th of June.
Fantastic. What's going on in this fundraiser?
Well, this is our virtual spring fundraiser. And originally what it was supposed to be was a fashion show and luncheon. And we were going to use about 30 of the people that we serve as our models. But since the pandemic hit, we had to change and we had to change again. So we're going virtual now. Wow. So instead of having 30 of our models, we're going to have about 9. And we asked them to videotape what makes them feel beautiful. Because the whole event is called.
Great idea. Yeah.
Lovely. And in fact, I think we've got the banner coming up so people can check out the website and where to find you. But that's a really, really lovely idea. And so you're going virtual, which is a big deal. And how many do you think you'll get on the screens? How many folk do you think you have?
Maybe about 200 to 250.
Wow, it's going to be a huge event.
Yes. Zoom.
Yes.
I know how many people on Zoom. So 250 people on Zoom. That is the way to go.
So what other things have you got prepared for us at this fantastic fundraiser?
Well, we're going to have Kim Adams. She's from 98.7 The Breeze. She's going to be our MC. And we're going to have Ryan Oakes. He's a mentalist from out of New York City.
I know that name. I know.
Oh, do you?
Well, actually, the whole concept of mentalists may be quite new to a lot of people because they seem magicians, but mentalists are still a little bit out there, aren't they?
Yes.
Tell us what sort of thing, or tell us what you do. Know what what sort of thing he's going to be doing?
Actually, I don't know.
That's very exciting, though.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, it's gonna be fun, I'm sure, and so we're looking forward to that.
It's kind of magic with thoughts and things like that, really.
It's List from New York, though. That's a long way to read minds.
Yes, he's got to read. Is he going to read them through the ether, or is he going to read them through the Wi-Fi?
Right.
That's a long way to go. And then I also noticed that you've got a virtual photo booth.
Yes, a virtual photo booth. It is so much fun. So you can take your picture, you can have a frame around you, and then we all have little stickers they could stick on there and download it, and you have your own picture and be put into a gallery. It is so cool.
Yeah, I love. We've spoken to a couple of people who have been doing these virtual fundraisers, and it's kind of amazing how creative and imaginative we have to be to find things, and all these new things coming out are great. But where is it happening?
It is happening where the our virtual event's happening. Is that what you're asking?
Yes. No, I mean, where is it happening really? I mean, where is it happening? I know it's happening virtually, but it still has a place.
We're interviewing Linda about her virtual event. Keith Fields just said, on a cup of tea, where is it happening?
I thought it was a trick question.
That's what I've got in my coffee.
Linda, thank you for sharing that. We're going to put up your email and your website address, and people can come and do they buy tickets? How do they join you?
Actually, need to register for the event, and the event is absolutely free. So please register. We'll send out a link the day before the event. And also, our silent auction has opened up today as well, and you could register on the same link for the silent auction.
Fantastic.
Linda, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Will you come back and see our ventriloquist?
You must have forgot the word.
Who I might be teaching a thing or two to, because obviously he can't say Gottel and Finger.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to.
Super. We'll pop you into the green room and we'll see you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So now we're going to dive into the world of improvisation.
Will that take long?
I don't know. Is there going to be anything to protect us when we get there?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. But we do have some pictures. We do have some. Oh, hello. There we go. This man is an expert on improvisation, something that we haven't been doing for the last 15 minutes.
Have we? I thought we'd been doing it quite well.
Oh, no. Look, that is the expert. And look,
We've got a sportsman as well. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen. I mean, can you see the ball?
I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I bet he didn't catch it.
We'll find out. From Go Comedy in Ferndale, please welcome PJ Jacokes.
Yay!
Hello.
Nice to see you. Thanks so much.
You as well.
We were trying to improvise, but we weren't very good at it.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thanks very much.
We know roughly what we're doing, I think, after 18 shows.
You were originally with Second City.
With the Second City Detroit. I was there for about 10 years. Started off as a student and worked my way up through the whole program.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, what attracted you to improv? Why?
So in high school, I was in a rock band, and I loved playing music, but I hated being on stage. So I took an improv class to kind of loosen up, and I ended up falling in love with it. And, 23 years later, here I am.
That's fascinating. So you were really quite shy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I still am. Off stage, I am so much quieter than I am on stage.
Yeah. I'd like to say the same is true of my wife, but I can't. It's just my dream. My dream.
Say something in British, darling.
Yes. The word. Yes.
This is where
changing the subject.
PJ improvises. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen.
What
from
do you
Go
think
Comedy.
abdabs are, or abdabs means?
I would assume it's every time that Jennifer Saunders does this.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Dabbing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We can't do that on screen without disappearing off the air.
Good try.
Close, but no cigar.
No.
Nowhere.
You were rubbish.
Nowhere.
Truly rubbish. But hey.
So, second, let's get back to this improv thing that you do, because I'm fascinated. I know when Second City pulled out of Detroit, obviously that left a black hole of a lack of improvisation going on. But you wouldn't let that lie. You decided it was that Detroit really needed its own improv company. And I mean, I know you did this at a very brave time, because it was 2009 when we moved to America from London, and we met you around about that sort of time, and you were just beginning to
yeah.
The world was crazy back then, almost as bad as it is now. So it must have been a really scary time as well.
You know, it really wasn't. I was always very sure of this being something that would work. When Second City left, there was so much talent in Detroit.
Yeah.
It was never really a question of whether it would work or not. Until now. But when we opened, it was the same time that the big three automakers were getting a bailout, and it was not a great time in Detroit. But when things are the worst, they say that theaters and bars do the best, and we're both. So
that helps.
It might have been the right time.
Yeah,
right.
Because I think it's true to say that the whole concept of improv, it's a bit like magic in as much as it's a bug that bites people. And they get into it, and then they want to learn more, and they want to explore and have, and there's almost a process, isn't there? A learning process you go through. Yeah.
I mean, once we offer classes, and it's about a 2-year program to kind of go, if you do everything that we can offer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're a cult. I'm not going to pretend that we're not. But once people are in, it's really hard to let go of it. And I think part of that is, it's what we do is we give adults a chance to act like children again. To make believe and to play together.
Yeah.
And once you're in your 30s, there's not a lot of play. There's not a lot of pretend, and I think that people miss it, and that's, I think, why people get bitten, as you said.
And you're absolutely right. I've actually done a course with you, PJ. Well, not with you, but with some of members of your staff. And the variety of people coming along to the courses, there was a couple there who wanted date night and to do something different for date night.
Mm-hmm.
There were some engineers who just wanted some confidence, just like you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a whole variety. And there were some people who just wanted to laugh. They just wanted to giggle. Mm-hmm. And I think certainly nowadays, right now, going through what we're going through, we need that laugh.
Yeah. I love that concept that you were saying, PJ, about it's like an adult play center.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it is.
Yeah. No ball ponds for us. We just go and play with words. But it's a great concept.
It's a great concept.
It sounds like what it is.
And now, how are we doing the courses now?
We just this week started doing virtual Zoom classes until we have our space back, and it's good to see people again. It's good to be silly again and run around like idiots. Or we can't run as much as we're now tethered to our computers, but it's still it's so refreshing to see people again and play again. This has been such a heavy time. Anything you can do to let go of that, I think, is important and good for the soul.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about the whole concept of yes and. I speak to people all the time in this business, and whenever you talk about improvisation, they go yes and the kind of no one knows what is it. I mean,
it's such a simple concept, but it is so important. A yes and is if whatever your partner presents, you accept it. So you say yes to it. I hear you, and and I'm not going to shoot it down. We're going to build off of what you said, and then the and is you build from there. So it's a very positive experience. It's it's very much about listening and trust, and whatever dumb thing that comes out of your mouth, I'm going to treat it like it's gold, and I'm going to make it even shinier.
I think that's a fantastic
really
point. I'll tell you why that's a fantastic point, because when you say that, even though you might say something really dumb, your partner has to accept it positively and go with it. And I think we should bring this into our relationship. When I say something really dumb, this means you have to accept it.
So PJ, when I did the course, I have to say some of it. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Another change of subject coming here, I feel.
Well, it was to keep up performance skills for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really was. And it was to learn some new performance skills. So for performers out there, I'd say improv is a great way to learn more. But in business, it's a great way not to shoot down your other colleagues, but to build on it, to say yes. and this is how we can take it further. You know,
Yes,
so business techniques as well.
I have to
Holy
confess,
moly.
I did an improv course many years ago. It was on the sort of theatre sports line. It was that sort of, because there are different groups within improv and different styles of things. But you're putting on other shows as well, aren't you? Not just improv.
Yeah, I mean, we've put on lots of shows there over time. You know,
Any
spoken
good ones?
word.
Any good ones come to mind? Just asking.
Boy, let's see. We've had bands, politicians. Oh, there was this one British fellow who did some magic at one point.
Get out of here! Gentlemen, Go Comedy is the place for improv.
PJ Jacob. Listen, folks, if you're thinking of something different to do as a thing to do with your partner or just as a group of friends, I would heartily recommend going to Go Comedy. You will just go along and see the shows when they open up again. Support live entertainment.
Yes.
That's what we say. That's what we say.
Talking of live entertainment.
Yes.
No. Can we bring Linda back in? Is there room in the screen? Just budge over, PJ, and we'll bring Linda back in. Move in. Hold on. Here she goes. There she is. Hi.
Because we have got a fantastic friend of ours coming on the show. I kind of first met this guy a couple of years ago, and then we got to hang out a bit at a magic convention that we were both performing at. Yes, magicians have conventions where we get together.
3,000 of them. Can you think of anything worse?
Magicians Blackpool in England. It was a wild
a country.
wild weekend. So I was one of the performers there, and this guy was one of the performers there. Let's have a picture. Oh, look at that. He's not much older now.
Look, and there he grew up.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
please welcome the fabulous Max Fulham.
Hello. Hello, here I am.
How you doing?
Amazing.
Live.
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, live from the soggy, damp UK.
Is it wet?
Yeah, we haven't had good weather today.
Really? You should come to Michigan. We've got, what have we got, about 80 degrees, blue sky. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is that Fahrenheit you're using, Pete?
Oh, yeah. I've gone back to old money.
Yeah.
So, Max, I think you've got a couple of your friends there to say hello to us as well. Is that the case?
I do, absolutely, yeah.
Can we throw it to you?
Yeah. Great, thank you so much. So I'd like to introduce you to my granddad first. He's in a box over here, so I'll just go and get him, Granddad. It's your turn. What? It's your turn. Just come over here and say hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is the live stream. The what? The live stream. We're in America. No way. Yeah, live streaming to America. It's great, isn't it? Yeah, it's really good. Is this the one where the lady was saying "got a gear" all the time? Yeah. That was Lady Sarah. She was saying that. Oh, Lady Sarah, it's so easy to say bottle of beer. It's really easy. It is. No, honestly. No, seriously. I love a bottle of beer, a big brown bottle of beer. Yeah, he does. Now, we really haven't had good weather here today. It's been a bit of a downpour. We have had some nice weather, but I'm still missing the fact I'm not going to go on my summer holiday. Yeah, you're not going to be able to, no. So it was all booked up. Yeah, it was all booked up. I had it ready. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, where are you going? Where were you? Sorry. You got the lines mixed up there, didn't you? You said my line. I think they all know that that's still your fault. Now, Granddad. Granddad, we need to carry on. So what were you going to do on your summer holiday this year? Well, I had a lovely beach holiday booked. It was going to be fantastic. I was going to go to the beach. I was going to top up my tan because you know what they say. No, what's that? Sun's out, guns out. Oh, no, sorry. Grandad, please don't tell me you were going to be wearing those really tight yellow Speedo shorts on the beach again. Yeah, I was. Well, I suppose it's fine. He's made a sponge. There's nothing down there. Well, get it wet and it'll swell up. No, Grandad, you can't. Grandad, you Look, I think it's a family audience. Look, I think that's quite enough for me. You're going to go and sit back over there. Sit back over here. All right, I'll see you later, Lady Sarah. Bye. Right. Grandad, one second. 1 second. I just want to. Are you ready to come out? I've got someone else. Would you mind? Is that okay?
No, carry on.
My friend Gordon, he's a monkey. Basically, I've asked him to prepare a finale for you. So he's going to come out now. Oh, no, not the monkey. Yeah, Grandad, the monkey's going to come out and do a bit. Yeah. Oh, flip it up. Right, you sit there. Hello, this is amazing. It's America. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we are live. You prepared a finale. A finale. Yeah, you prepared a finale. Don't do that. Now, Gordon, would you like to tell everyone what your finale involves? It's exciting. He hasn't told me what he's got planned either. Prepare to be amazed. There is going to be levitation, juggling, acrobatics, linguistic gymnastics, and even ventriloquism. All right. Do it. I did. Look, Gordon, we're going to do all those things at the same time, are we? Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see how I do this myself. Now, look, you're going to need my help, okay? I already need your help. All right. What do I need to do? You're going to need some juggling balls. Well, that's handy because I've got some right here. So we've got the juggling balls and we're ready. No, what? We're not ready yet. Why not? I need to levitate. What? I need to levitate. Right, okay, move the table. All right, I'll move the table you're sitting on. Right, okay, and I'll bring you here, All right, bring you here. You ready? Yeah, ready. Okay. Whoa. Look at that! I'm levitating! No strings, no wires. God, don't ruin the illusion. It's just his arm. Now, Gordon, we're ready to do your finale. Introduce it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one and all, prepare to be amazed as I levitate in midair whilst he juggles those balls with one hand while standing on one leg. What? While standing on one leg. Are you sure? Mm-hmm. All right. While standing on one leg, you'll have to trust me. You'll have to trust. He's doing it. He is. Honest. And he's wearing trousers too. Now, Gordon, look. That's the finale. You levitate, I juggle standing on one leg. And I'm going to recite the alphabet backwards. You did not tell me about this bit too. All right, we'll attempt this. Let's see if we can do this. Ready? Ready. Okay. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J. Take a breath. I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, and A. Yes! Thank you.
That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. Hey, you've just flipped over.
Oh, no, here I am. No.
That was a brilliant trick. Can you do that in your live show?
Somersault, virtual.
Hey, Max, I've just had a crazy idea. Sorry, bear with me, everyone else. Sarah was practicing her gottle of gear
I
earlier.
thought I did brilliantly.
And I just had a great idea for a spot on the future show. Will you come back? I don't know if you can do this. Can you teach Lady Sarah some I can't even say it. Live on the show.
Well, I will try my absolute best.
I think that could be fun.
Natural.
She's a lost cause. She's not a lost cause, Grandad.
One more time. Here we go.
Gottle of gear.
Wow.
That's what you've got to work with. That's what.
Great.
Oh, and I've got one more question for you.
Yeah, you're British.
You're
Max.
British, so do you know what abdabs are?
All I know is it would be very difficult to say without moving your lips.
That's true.
But yeah, abdabs. You said the context was like, I've got the abdabs, and I'm thinking it's like, thank you, Martin. It's like the sweats. I've got the abdabs. Do you have to dab it a bit?
No.
Rubbish.
That's all I thought when I heard
It's
it.
an older British term. So the abdabs actually means, like in America, they'd say you've got the heebie-jeebies, or you've got the willies, or you're a little bit stressed out.
Screaming
And
abdabs.
sometimes you get the screaming abdabs. It's really bad.
A bit like the collywobbles.
So yes, the collywobbles is another one.
Lindy, from now on, you got to use abdabs, okay?
So, everyone out there, there's your British word for the day.
British word for the day. Now, we like to finish on a thoughtful note. And
Positive
a
thought.
positive thought. That's the word I'm trying to come up with.
A thoughtful note.
Oh, shut up.
Thought about it.
We're nearly at the end of time. Linda, share with us your thought. Your
Positive thought for the day.
positive thought.
Yes, this comes actually from the people we serve. Every time I talk to them, they always have the same message of never give up. There's always hope, and never ever give up.
Yeah,
Yes,
no.
we
And
like it.
that's fantastic. That
Thank
is
you.
so true. So true.
PJ.
PJ, come on then, PJ.
What for me, being unemployed the last 3 months now has been a bummer, but the blessing inside of it is I've been able to spend a lot of time with my sons, which I probably wouldn't be able. I mean, I spent more time with them in the last 3 months than I probably would, in a year. So it's been really, really beautiful to be able to really connect with them.
And that's so important, isn't it? There are some real silver linings from this. There really are.
Oh, yeah, and sometimes you don't have to look so hard to find them.
No, just small things like being with your family.
Yeah.
Max, a positive thought from the UK.
Don't forget silliness. It's really powerful, whether you're pulling a silly face, doing a silly voice, or pretending a toothbrush is a microphone. All of those things can prompt laughter in a time where laughter can seem a bit scarce.
Hear, hear.
Yes,
That's
so we need to laugh more.
great thoughts for all of us.
Yeah,
Great thoughts for all of us.
really, truly great thoughts.
Guys, thank you all so much.
Hang around.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, PJ. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Max. It's been a
Thank you.
fun show.
Cheers.
All it remains for us to do is say
Cheerio.